What's up, guys? How's it going, everybody? My name is Blitzwanger. Ladies and gents, we've got something very cool today because the lovely folks over at Bandai Namco had sent this giant package over, and within it, I literally, when I got it, I was like, what the heck is in this? I did not order anything recently. I was very confused. I opened up the box, and boom shakalaka! It almost felt like it should have come along with the Shala Head Shala song right as you open up the box, because we've got the collector's edition of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which I've been really enjoying. The first big release of 2020, and what a way to start the year. If the rest of the year is this awesome, then we're in for a great year of video games. But of course, let's focus up on the actual collector's edition. This is the PS4 variation of the collector's edition. As you can see, it comes along in this ginormously epic orange box with Goku right on the front. You've got the Kakarot logo on the side and the opposite end as well. Then the back actually does offer a pretty nice summary of all that is available within this particular box. So we have the full game itself, which is pretty neat. We have the statue, which looks pretty epic. That's the exclusive diorama, I should say. Then you've got right over here the hardcover game art book, and last but certainly not least, you have the collectible steel book. So all of that is included within the package here. So let's go on ahead and open up the very top here. I'm just gonna carefully use the hobby knife here to open that up, and ta-da-dam! Okay, so right as you open the box, you get a pretty nice, let me actually, you know what, I'm gonna try to get a shot for you guys here. Go in handheld mode, so you can see right as you open up the box, you actually have a pretty fantastic little insert here. So you've got the game itself. So this is what it would typically look like if you buy the game just by itself. This is what you are expecting to get, would be just that. But with this one, you do get the very cool, oh wow, look at that. It's got the Dragon Balls on the back, very cool. And then the insignia of the, I think that's the like Kakarot or Goku family crest. So if you open up this box, which I'm going to struggle to do because I only have one hand available right now to open this up, there we go. You'll notice that it's absolutely empty, which might make you think like, what the heck, where's the game? Well, as you just saw, the game is in here. So basically you take out the disc from here, place it into there, and you are good to go. Now, let's see what is next, what the next layer here is. Just gonna go on ahead and actually just pull this back just so we can have a nice view of everything. And let's carry on. So, the next layer, oh wow, holy moly, dude. Good, this is a proper art book. That is awesome. So my problem sometimes with collector's editions, and specifically the art books of collector's editions, is that they give you this like little, what feels like a lot of times, basically essentially a pamphlet. Let me get this lowered and then we'll take a look at the actual book here. Sorry guys, because the, yikes, tripod wants to go flying everywhere. So sometimes you'll get like an art book and it's this tiny little item, but here, it's a proper book, like it's the size of a book, which is awesome. It kind of reminds me of Game of Thrones font there. And pum 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 pum. Oh wow, look at that! You actually get Akira Toriyama doing a little address here at the front. That's very neat. And there he is, the star of the show himself, Kakarot. I'm not going to show the whole book, just in case if obviously you don't want to be spoiled maybe on everything. But you can see some really lovely art in here. Let's scroll a few pages ahead. Very cool. So you got some character models there for Goku and how he looks in the game. You got Gohan right there. You can see Super Saiyan Gohan. Actually, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan to be exact. Then we've got Trunks right there, my favorite character. And a really cool shot there at the end as well of Goku and Gohan. That's pretty neat, man. Seriously, that is very cool. And then, of course, we have the last piece, the piece la resistance, as it would be, or could be, titled, and that's another orange box within a box. It feels like one of those Russian doll toys, you know, where it's like, I don't know what they're called in English, actually, but in Russian, they're called matryoshka. So inside here, we have the very cool, or at least I hope, from the promo pictures it looks very cool, the very cool diorama. Oh, whoops, sorry. There's tape on the sides as well! Silly me. I should have checked, actually, to be honest. Because usually that's the case, so I don't know why I didn't check there. So, let's see, guys. It almost looks like it comes along in maybe two pieces. Is there another box here? I think there might be another box, guys. Let's see. So, I'm trying to get the statue or the diorama out of the box right now, and it's proving to be easier said than done. There we are. So, that's another box now removed. And, it's actually upside down now, obviously. And so, I think this is just like a clamshell design here, which does seem to be taped together. So let's go on ahead and remove said tape, hopefully. So it seems to be taped across the sides, which is actually a good thing. As somebody who had just recently run into some issues with statues being broken and shipping, I'm glad to see that this one is actually packed really, really safely, it looks like, at least. Okay. So we seem to have freed the set for the most part. And there it is. Okay. So, big, giant display here, surprisingly so. Okay, so the base definitely has a pretty good amount of heft to it. I don't know what this is. This is probably, I mean, it's definitely plastic. I just don't know what kind. It's got some really nice details you can see on the actual planes and everything, like that very cool, vibrant green that Dragon Ball is known for. You have some cool cloud effects, and when you would be looking at it, it really works well because it almost looks like you're looking into the distance into a city, which is very cool. So that's neat. You got the Dragon Ball Z logo across the front, and on this side it's hollowed out, if you're curious. Then we have the actual Goku and Gohan up on the Nimbus cloud here, looking very cool, very, very stylish there. So it looks like it inserts with like an invisible pin here. So there's a hole right here in the cloud area, and so you just carefully slide that on in, and there you go. So that attaches this way. I guess you could also control like what kind of height you want. So like if you want them to be a little bit higher, you can do that, or have them rest a little bit further into the base. And then of course we have the dinosaur as well as the special effect, for the Nimbus cloud. So let's actually attach that, and that can only attach one way, just based on the way that it's sculpted. So that gives it that nice little illusion of as though they took off from here and have now swooped forwards. And then we have the giant dinosaur or dragon. And this thing looks pretty epic. Look at that great animated look right there. Very, very nice. And it's got a lot of heft. Like, it might be heavier than this base. So that's definitely quite surprising. I did not expect it to be quite this heavy. And there you go. That is, in essence, your full build. So it looks to be quite fantastic. Let's actually set it up onto one of these to give it a little bit of height so you can see the overall look of the statue. That looks absolutely magnificent. You got Goku right there with the Nimbus effect. You've got, of course, the giant dinosaur, the Dragon Ball logo. That is very, very cool. I know you could maybe make the case it would have been cool if this was a villain, but considering that this is supposed to be a representation of all of Kakarot's adventures, I feel like this is a pretty nice summary of that, and it gives you a good sense of representing Dragon Ball Z as a whole instead of just being like a specific saga. So I think that that's quite neat. Now, of course, don't forget, in addition to that, we did get also the art book as well as the game and the very cool, I'm actually very, very pleasantly surprised by how cool this is. I'm not a big fan of steelbooks. I know a lot of people really love collecting just like steelbooks themselves, but this one is awesome. Maybe it's just the orange or the nostalgia of Dragon Ball Z as a whole, but I think they actually did a really excellent job with this. It looks very cool. It looks very, very high-end. So that is pretty neat. So there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. And of course, have an absolutely fantastic day, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Shala. Head shala.